Australian English is a major variety of the English language, and it's used throughout Australia. Although English has no official status in the Constitution, Australian English is Australia's official language, and it's the first language of the majority of the population.
Australian English started diverging from British English after the founding of the colony of New South Wales in 1788 and was recognized as being different from British English by 1820. It arose from the intermingling of children of early settlers from a great variety of mutually intelligible dialectal regions of the British Isles and quickly developed into a distinct variety of English.
The earliest form of Australian English was first spoken by the children of the colonists born into the colony of New South Wales. This very first generation of children created a new dialect that was to become the language of the nation. The Australian-born children in the new colony were exposed to a wide range of different dialects from all over the British Isles, in particular from Ireland and Southeast England. The native-born children of the colony created the new dialect from factors presented in the speech they heard around them, and provided an avenue for the expression of peer solidarity. Even when new settlers arrived, this new dialect was strong enough to deflect the influence of other patterns of speech.
Large parts of the convict body were the Irish, 25% of the total convict population. Many of these people were arrested in Ireland and some in Great Britain. It is possible that the majority of Irish convicts either did not speak English or spoke English indifferently. There were other significant population of convicts from non-English speaking areas of Britain, such as the Scottish Highlands and Wales. Reports from the early 19th century survive to this day describing the distinct dialect that had surfaced in the colonies since first settlement in 1788, with Peter Miller Cunningham's book written in 1827, named 2 Years in New South Wales, described the distinctive accent and vocabulary of the native-born colonists, different from their parents and with a strong London influence. Anthony Burgess writes that Australian English may be thought of as a kind of fossilized Cockney of the Dickensian era.
The first of the Australian gold rushes in the 1850s began a large wave of immigration, during which about 2% of the population of the United Kingdom immigrated to the colonies of New South Wales and Victoria. According to linguist Bruce Moore, the major import of the various sounds that went into constructing the Australian accent was from Southeast England. Some elements of Aboriginal languages have been adopted by Australian English, mainly as names for places, flora and fauna, and local culture.
Many towns or suburbs of Australia have been influenced or named after Aboriginal words. The most well-known example is the capital Canberra, named after a local language word meaning meeting place. Among the changes starting in the 19th century gold rushes was the introduction of words, spellings, terms and usages from North American English. The words imported included some later considered to be typically Australian. This continued with the invasion of American military personnel in the Second World War.